It's your girl, SammyDaGawd. Look at my nails. Back with another video on today. And I am here to celebrate because I have been locked for 7 years, y'all. 7 years, child. Yes. 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 I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. Okay. I'm about to lose control and I think I like it. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Because wow, like it's crazy how time just goes so fast. Yet so slow. Like what? What is that? Time is a construct. That's why. But anyway, so what I wanted to do today is just real quick take a little moment of appreciation and gratitude for all of this. Share with you guys what I've learned like in year 7 of this locking journey. Do a quick little length check and then I'm gonna do some trimming. Okay, my ends need some tending. Look at this scraggly like that's a problem and it needs to be resolved. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do today. So first things first, the lessons I have learned in year 7. Honestly, okay, first I'll say this. I have become more of myself this year, I feel like, as opposed to other years leading up to this space. And I say that because I've just been more intentional about my decision making, the people that I have around me in my life, the places I go, the things that I do. I'm just like, I've always been intentional, but I don't know. It feels more me. It feels like I am so much clearer about what I want out of my life, and so much so that I'm willing to say it boldly. I'm no longer afraid to articulate what I want and what I need, regardless of how I'm received or perceived when I say these things. And I say that's a moment of growth because there used to be a time where I used to suppress myself, suppress my true desires, and not want to step on any toes or offend people or make people feel like, you know, and now I'm kind of like, I don't give a fuck how you feel. What I care about is being honest and being true and still being graceful about it. Like, yeah, that's that's been a major key for me in this year 7 portion of my life. You know, practicing resilience, learning how to push through difficult moments and challenge myself to do hard things because I am capable of doing them, even if they're scary, even if I don't know how it's going to play out. Just having that sureness, having that faith, and being brave enough to take risks and, you know, like push myself out of my comfort zone, like, and bouncing back. Like, bad things never happen, even though they did and they taught me things, but they are not my story. They are not the totality of who I am. They're just a portion of the timeline, and therefore they don't have to define me forevermore. And that kind of realization in my life has made me more liberated. I feel so free. I'm free. I feel so expansive. I feel like all of the good things that I want, all the things that I desire are so much closer. They're more within my reach because I am so clear about who I am, and I'm also expressing myself in that way. You know, it's one thing to know who you are. It's another thing to be who you are. And that's where I am. It's like I'm fully being me, and I love that about myself. I love that. I love it so much. So yeah, like I can't, it's not really, I don't really have like a long ass list of lessons. I feel like my entire lock journey has been jam-packed with so many gems. So now year 7 is just about me being, well, year 7 has come to, year 7 is complete. Now we start in year 8 at this point, but basically saying we're wrapping up the 7th year of me being locked with a new sense of self, a deeper sense of self, a more profound vision of my life moving forward and how I'm going to actualize these things. So all that to say, I have some big things on the horizon. Okay, some big things are going. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to speak too much about it just yet, but when the time comes, you will know. Now, moving on, what I need to do is a length check. Now, for those who have been following the channel for ever and ever, you know that I do my length checks with my hands. I do fists. I'm not about to be out here busting out a measuring tape and all that other shit. No, we just gonna go like this. So what I do is I just start from the scalp and I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6.5. 6.5 fists full of length. And it's kind of different all around my head because I don't know if you guys have noticed, you probably have that, like all of my locks are different lengths and stuff. So over there might be 6.5, over here, who knows? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that piece. So it looks like, generally speaking, let me take this down. It looks like, generally speaking, we're dealing with 6 fistfuls. Okay. Let me do the front. See what the front's talking about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7.
The number of the day is 7.
You see what I'm saying? It's different. 7 fists. That's crazy. Since I'm in the front, let me see how much my little baby locks have grown, because I locked these up back in 2018 and literally it started from like this much to where it is now. So let me see. Let me do this one. 1, 2, 3, basically 4 fistful worth of length. And that was literally 4 years ago when I locked that. So if any indication, at least for my hand size, like the amount of length that I've acquired has been fist by fist every year.
Grab his fucking twisted.
Pause. You know what I'm saying? So that's interesting. That's interesting. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of just look around and kind of just try to like even it out as much as possible. Let me start on this side. This side, this side, this side, this side, this side, this side. Shout out to Travis Scott.
Straight up.
This over here. Boom. It's crazy because like I can't even properly, my mirror is all the way over there, so I'm like trying to see how I'm even gonna go about this. So I guess I'll just go to like the shortest one and make that cutoff point. So this is the shortest, I think, so that's how far I'm gonna cut. Oh my gosh, why am I nervous? Why am I nervous? All right, let's go right here. Ready? Oh my god, this is crazy. I'm really doing this. Wow. Yes. All right. Boom. You're probably like, gasp, how can you just cut your hair like it's nothing? Well, I guess it helps that I've done this before. There was a time when I cut my hair into a bob. And to be honest, I've been kind of flirting with possibly going to a bob again at some point in the near future. Not right now, but I see it. I see it happening soon, one of these days. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Okay, boom. I think I'm gonna have to, because I'm looking at how long it's taking, I'm probably gonna have to do most of this off camera, but for now I'll do what I can and then dip and come back. Whoa. Oh my god. Wow.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Like actually seeing it, I'm like, but it's done and I will continue. Okay. I'm gonna, like, after this I'm gonna go through and make it even, but yay, let's see the difference between this side and this side. Whoa, that's how much I cut off just now. That's equivalent to like what, 2 fists? This is crazy.
So the girl come downstairs, she come out her apartment with her baby with no shoes on. I said, oh, girl, it's cold outside. She said, something ain't right. I said, oh, man. She said, oh, man, the building is on fire.
Ah! All right, so I'm going to go off camera and finish, and then I'll come back, okay? Okay, I'm back. Ah! Whoa, I did it.
Did it! We did it! Yay!
So usually what I do, like every year, I'll just trim the ones that are scraggly. This year, I decided to trim all of it all around so that they are all equal in length. So by the time I was finished, I like went through and did the fist thing to make sure it was equal, and it's up to 6 fists full all around. In the back is like 5.5, but majority of it is 6, which means and represents equality, which makes sense because I want everything to be on the same level of itself, you know, like blank slate, even playing field for me, myself, and I to step into this new chapter of who I am, who I am becoming. And it's so funny because 7 represents God. So year 7 is the year of such things, and I am so grateful for all that I have gone through, all that I have learned in life. And this is for the people who are like so obsessed with the length of their hair and like, oh my God, I can't wait for my hair to be as long as yours. Oh my God, my hair is only gonna look good when it's this long. Let go of that, okay? All you need to focus on is the health of your hair, because once your hair is healthy, it will grow, the length will happen. And you can get to this point in your life, like me, where you're not even attached to the length anymore, that I can just sit here and cut off mad of it and still be totally at peace, totally happy, and still have hella length left over. Because one thing about this loc journey that it'll tell you is growth is inevitable. You simply must grow. And in order to grow, sometimes you have to clear out some things. Sometimes you need to clip some dead ends and just focus on your holistic health on all levels. Are you pouring into yourself? Are you tapping into what you need? That needs to be your focus, not how long your hair is. Because baby, come this time next year, the length that I had will be here again, plus some more. And it'll be as if it never left. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy. I've been wanting to do this. I'm over here like playing my hair. I've been wanting to do this for like a while. You're lucky I didn't go to 4 fists. Okay? Because I've been wanting to like clip my ends for a while, and now I've finally done it, and I'm very satisfied and happy with myself for doing so. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Pick your mouth up off the ground. It's not that shocking. You'll be fine.
Hey, let me ask you something, Curtis. What was that mess you was talking earlier today? Explain that to me. Look, I ain't got to explain nothing to you, Scotty, man. Focus on that camera.
Okay, real quick, I forgot something. So I'm sure some of you guys are wondering, what about the lint? Like when you cut it, I'm sure there's hella lint at the bottom. So let me just show you. That's what it's looking like at my ends. And so there's like a little bit of lint, yes. What I notice is that I can just like go like this and get it out. But also, yeah, like I'm doing this and all the lint that's there is like flying out. But also, like the next time I wash my hair, I can just do an apple cider vinegar rinse and everything down here will come out. So I'm not even worried about that. It's actually making it easier for me to get inside of the loc and get whatever was sitting in there versus when I didn't cut it off and I just had lint and I couldn't reach it. It's like now I can reach it. So that's going to be my next phase of this, is like cleaning out the bottom of it, but that'll be easy. And then next question, which I'm sure you guys are wondering, what am I going to do with the pieces that I cut?
Donations. Donations. Donations.
I'm going to like bury them in my little plants. Okay. I'm going to put them, like mix them in the soil a little bit so that it's like, it's part of me that's no longer attached to me. However, it's still around me. It's still with me, because I don't feel right just throwing my locks in the garden. You know what I'm saying? That's weird.
Donations.
So I'm just going to mix them in my pots, and it's like wherever I move in the world, I bring my plants with me and I have my locks with me. So that's how I'm thinking about it. It's not entirely fleshed out, but regardless, I am happy. And also real quick, when I threw my hair up in this little bun right here, so much easier, because like one of the issues that I've been having is because my hair is so long, Like I'm constantly whirring it up in a bun to get it out of the way. So now when I cut off just a few inches, it makes it feel, you know, less in the way, and I can just throw it up in a bun like this easily, and it doesn't require so much hassle. Because that's one thing, the longer that your hair gets, keep that in mind, it's not less hassle, it's more. Now it's like a curtain, it's all up, it's sweeping all up, it's too much sometimes. So this, I feel good. And like I said earlier, maybe I'll cut it down to 4/5 at some point in the future. We shall see. Keep your eyes peeled. But okay, that's all I had. That's my little additives. All right, y'all. Bye.